President Biden is going to be seeking $80 billion US to beef up IRS audits of high earners. This is going to be probably the most aggressive IRS movement to go after people that are cheating on their taxes, probably more than any time in history, because of the amount of money they're seeking here. But the article went on to say that President Joe Biden, in an effort to pay for his ambitious economic agenda, is expected to propose giving the Internal Revenue Service an extra $80 billion and more authority over the 10 years to help crack down on tax evasion by high earners and large corporations, according to two people familiar with the plan. In this video, I'm going to show you how they're going to be going out and doing this and who they're going after. Also, if you get a chance, if you will hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here, you get new videos automatically as they come out. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below and I'll get back with you. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. All right, now the additional money and enforcement power will accompany new disclosure requirements for people who own businesses. Now, this article came out in the Yahoo Finance. It's a really good article, and it's basically going to tell you how aggressive the IRS is going to be getting here. And they're going after individuals and corporations and other wealthy people who could be hiding income from the government. The Biden administration will portray these efforts, coupled with new taxes it's proposing on corporations and the rich, as a way to level the tax playing field between typical American workers and very high earners who employ sophisticated efforts to minimize and avoid taxation. The article went on to say that Biden plans to use money raised by the effort to help pay for the cost of his American Families Plan, which he will detail before addressing a joint session of Congress on Wednesday. All right, now it went on to say that this plan, which follows his $2.3 trillion infrastructure package, is expected to cost at least $1.5 trillion and will include universal pre-kindergarten, a federal paid leave program, efforts to make child care more affordable. And listen to this: free community college. And guess what? You might have paid for your college fees, but he wants you to pay for everybody else's now. But it's free community college for all, and tax credits meant to fight poverty. And we're not talking about just a few. We're talking about everybody would qualify for community college here. So you're going to see a massive amount of people going for this freebies and handouts that are given out here. But it went on to say that the administration also aims to pay for the plan by raising the top marginal income tax rate for wealthy Americans to 39.6% from 37%, and raising capital gains tax for those who earn more than $1 million a year. Biden will also seek to raise the tax rate on income that people earning more than $1 million per year receive through stock dividends, according to the person familiar with the proposal. They're saying this in the article, but I can tell you they're probably going to be going after people that make about 50, 75, and 100,000 through this. They just don't like publicizing this because it's not good for getting votes. But I think they're going to be going after a broad range of people in this. The administration officials have probably concluded that an aggressive crackdown on tax avoidance by corporations and the rich could raise at least $700 billion on net over 10 years. The $80 billion proposed funding would be an increase of 2/3 over the agency's entire funding levels for the past decade. The administration is expected to portray the $780 billion it expects to collect through enhanced enforcement as conservative. That figure includes only money directly raised by enhanced tax audits and additional reporting requirements, not any additional revenue from people or companies choosing to pay more taxes after previously avoiding them. Now, they went on to say that the previous administrations have long talked about trying to close the so-called tax gap, the amount of money that taxpayers owe but that is not collected each year. This month, the head of the IRS, Charles Rettig, told a Senate committee that the agency lacked the resources to catch tax cheats, costing the government as much as $1 trillion a year. The agency's funding has failed to keep pace with inflation in recent years amid budget tightening efforts, and its audits of rich taxpayers have declined. And then they said that Biden aims to change that. His economic team includes a University of Pennsylvania economist, Natasha Sarin, whose research with the Harvard University economist Lawrence H. Summers suggests that the United States could raise as much as $1.1 trillion over a decade by way of increased tax enforcement. Summers praised Biden's expected plan in an email late Monday. This is the broadly right approach, he said. The deterioration of the IRS enforcement effort and information gathering is scandalous. The Biden plan would make the American tax system fairer, more efficient, and I'm confident, he said, raise more revenue than official scorekeepers now forecast. Likely $1 trillion over 10 years. That's a lot of money in tax collection. That means they're going to be putting out a lot of IRS auditors out there looking for tax cheats. Now, Biden, they went on to say that Biden's efforts would incorporate some of Sarin and Summers' suggestions, including investing heavily in information technology improvements to help the agency better target IRS audits of high earners and companies. They would also provide a dedicated funding stream to the agency to enable officials to steadily ramp up their enforcement practices without fear of budget cuts, and to signal to potential tax evaders that the agency's efforts will not be soon diminished. Biden would also add new requirements for people who own so-called pass-through corporations. They're talking about like S-corps, or hold their wealth in a pay structures, remnants of a program established under President Barack Obama that helps the agency better track possible tax evasion by Americans with overseas holdings. Fred T. Goldberg, Jr., an IRS commissioner under President George H.W. Bush, called Biden's plan transformative for combining those efforts. Information reporting coupled with restoring enforcement efforts is the key to improve in compliance, Goldberg said in an email. Audits alone, he said, won't be, it looks like here they're basically going to be going after everybody. And I think when I say everybody, I'm talking about, I think they're going to be hitting on people 50 and 75,000 and up a year. And anything that looks suspicious, I think they're going to be going after that. But they went on to say that he added that none of this happens overnight. A decade of stable funding is necessary to recruit and train talent and build on the necessary technology, not only for compliance purposes, but to meet the quality of services that the vast majority of compliant taxpayers expect and deserve. Folks, if you've got cryptocurrency, I would advise you to be reporting it. They're going to be going to these places like the car dealers, the boat dealers, these high-ticket items that cost a lot. They're going to be going to these places, and they're going to be finding not just the Mercedes dealerships. I think they're going to be going through regular car dealerships and finding out who's buying in cryptocurrency. That's how they're going to start out, and that's how they get you. Bitcoin is not confidential like you think. All they got to do is go to the places that you're buying and then get a list of those people. My suggestion is be reporting this. If you don't want to report it, leave the U.S., relinquish your U.S. citizenship and get out of it. If you're from high tax countries like Canada, Australia, wherever that taxes residents on their worldwide income, you need to move out of those countries long enough and do whatever's necessary to detax yourself from those countries so you can move to a tax haven and legally make your money tax-free and not have to worry about tax police going after you. Anyway, if you got a question or comment, put it below. Also, if you want new videos as they come out automatically, don't forget to hit the subscribe button here to the right of your screen, and also the notification bell next to that subscribe button. And go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, if you want to get your taxes to zero, close to zero, or how to get a second passport as quick as 2 months. Go to our website. We can help you do this. We can help you in getting out of your tax situation, but doing it legally. I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.